Hi guys, Cosplay here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different since I haven't been posting for quite a long time actually, because just laziness really. Also, excuse how shiny this wig is. I swear this wig wasn't this shiny. It's because like the light is like shining on the wig. It's making it super duper shiny. So apologise for the shininess of the wig, but it's here. Anyway, today we're doing a con horror video. Horror con video or Comic Con horror, who knows, whatever you call them. So this horror con story takes place some point. I wrote it down because I forgot. Right, so this con was supposed to take place in March, so quite early on in the year. And I don't know if any of you heard about it, but in Scotland we had the worst snow. Right, so this Comic Con took place in March early this year, and it was me and my friend's first time of ever booking a hotel for a con. Actually, pretty much any time we booked a hotel for ourselves. Like, we'd never booked a hotel, anything like that before. So it's going to be our first time doing that, which we were kind of really excited for. And we had everything planned. The reason we were getting a hotel, it's not like this con is far from us. It's just we really wanted to go to the after party, which would mean, because this con is 2 hours away from us on a bus. So if we were to go to the after party, we would have to leave really, really early and able to get the last bus home, blah, blah, blah. So we decided we'd get a hotel so we won't have to rush about the after party and we can just spend as much time as we want. So our plan was go to the after party, go to the hotel, and then go home in the morning. Which, you know, con, after party, hotel, and then home, of course. So really, we had everything planned out. We had it, like, everything we were going to do planned out, what we were going to have for breakfast that morning to, you know, save some money because we're poor, blah, blah, blah. I think a month or two before the con, in Scotland, it started snowing really, really badly. And we were like, no, it's fine, it'll clear up before the con, hopefully. But, no. It kept snowing and it kept snowing, and I think it was one of the worst snows we have ever had here. It was just, it was awful. Like, the snow was like this deep. It was, I'm not even kidding, it was deep as hell. I'm like one of those people who worry a lot about things. So like, obviously the snow happened like 2 months or something before the con. So although it was like 2 months before the con and, you know, snow would obviously probably be gone by then, I was still worrying like, oh shit, we're not going to make it to the con because I am a worrier. The snow wasn't clearing up, and I think about, it was like a week or something before the con and the snow was just not clearing up. So at this point we were like, we're never going to get a hotel, because even if we do get the hotel, we're probably going to have to, there won't be a bus in the morning because buses were being cancelled. People couldn't even get into Glasgow. There was like giant traffic jams and stuff all the way up to Glasgow. And if you want to know more about the snow, search up. I'm sure there'll be something on the internet somewhere. It was just awful. So I kept having nightmares about like the con being cancelled. Either there was no buses, or we couldn't find our way to the con, or we got there too late, which is something I do quite a lot. I worry about cons, and I always have like a nightmare before the con, like, oh no, something's gonna go wrong, because I'm that much of a worrier. So I kept having like nightmares about not going to this con, and usually when I have nightmares about cons, it's usually the day before. But this was like the week before the con. I was having nightmares each night about like not making it to the con, which wasn't really a nightmare, but it was just somewhere in my dream they would be me going to the con and being late, but then in my dream I'd just forget about the con and do something else anyway. And closer it got to the con, and we still thought the con was on because it hadn't been cancelled. There was another con that was on the same day as the one we were going to go to, but that got cancelled like way before, like I think like a month before the con. That one got cancelled because that one was outside, so they had to obviously shut it down because there was a lot of snow, and I'm sure they were like building stuff, so they had to, you know, shut it down. The con we were supposed to go to there was no word about it being cancelled, so we were like, okay, at least the con's still on, but we weren't sure if we'd be able to actually go to the con. We didn't know if we'd be able to make there because it's like a 2-hour bus. It's like an hour and a half in a car, but we don't have a car, so we couldn't drive. We were panicking about that and panicking how we were going to get there, and I think 2 days before the con they finally told us it was getting cancelled, which was a pain because we had to rush for the hotel, cancel it, we didn't get a refund. It was stressful. And the amount of stress we had up to the week of this con was just, we couldn't do anything. The snow was just, oh no, we did get off college, so that was a plus. That's that part of the story done. Now we're going to skip to when the con actually happens. So con got cancelled, got rescheduled to April, I believe. Yeah, we were going to the con. We didn't order a hotel because we didn't get a refund for our last hotel, so we were like, okay, we're just gonna leave the after party early. And also our cos plans changed. For this con, me and my friend decided to be Virus and Trip from Dramatical Murder, and then Reezy and Kaneki for the after party. But then when the con actually came around, I think I was just Mikan from Danganronpa all day, because I'm sure I did bring another cosplay, but I cannot for the life of me remember who it was. But I just did Mikan all day because she's a queen. Wish does not want to stop telling me that item's been shipped. I get a boo. Oh no, 3 items have been shipped. But yeah, so the con was really good actually. I'm kind of glad I changed my cos plans because it was a Danganronpa meet and it was just quality. To the other part of this story, the after party of this con was when some shit went down. I was Mikan from Danganronpa. This is important, just keep that in mind. Me and my friends were, you know, dancing because a K-pop song came on. I can't remember what one it was. I think it was Mic Drop by BTS. I want to say it was Mic Drop. And then after that, I'm sure like Mr. Brightside or something came on, so everybody was like, so after we had like a wee dance, blah blah blah, we sat down at our seat where we were. We don't really talk that much at parties, and we're not really that, we don't really dance, talk much, drink, do anything really at parties. So we just kind of sat most of the time and got up when there was a song. And when we went to sit down from that set of songs we were dancing to, this guy came up to me and then he was asking if I was cosplaying myself, and I'm like, no, I'm McCann from Danganronpa. And then he was like, oh, nice, nice, nice. And if you're familiar with the character, I'll put a picture up somewhere, she has bandages on one of her legs. So this guy was talking to me for a while, which I was kind of really uncomfortable with because he was like 50, and I was already off at the after party because things were just going on, and like not anything at the party, but like my gran was phoning me 24/7 just to make sure I was okay, so I'd have to run down the stairs because the music would be too loud, so I'd have to run down the stairs, phone my gran, and then run back up, and then she kept phoning me, I had to keep running up and down the stairs, so I was like pretty much knackered. This guy was talking to me and he was like, oh, he's like, oh, did you hurt your leg? And I'm like, no. And I was like, why? And he's like, oh, you have bandages on your leg. And I was like, oh no, it's just the character has bandages in her leg because she's clumsy. And he's like, oh, I hope you're not too clumsy. And all of that was fine. Kind of weird, but it was fine. Clearly didn't know what Danganronpa was. He then asked, are you a naughty nurse? And I was just like, no. I just had to awkwardly be like, no, but she is quite clumsy and she's not really the best at what she does. Honestly, I can't remember for the life of me what he said after that, but he said something and then he got up and shook my hand. When he got up to shake my hand, he said something like, you have a light grip or something. Something about how my grip was really loose and that I should tighten it up somehow, and I was just like, okay. After he shook my hand, he asked for a picture. So obviously I wasn't going to say no to a picture because everybody asks you for pictures at cons. So I got up and he put his arm around me and pulled me to his side, which I was just like, not just a gentle pull, like an actual like forceful pull. And I was just like, okay. Because like he really didn't know what personal space was, and when we were talking he was like a bit close for comfort, and he was trying to take a picture, but the flash wasn't on, so he put the flash on, but apparently the flash didn't work. So he wanted me to go outside with him to take a photo. And I'm just like, one, you've kind of scared me to the teeny bit. Two, I'm not gonna go outside with a complete stranger and take a photo. Like, he didn't want me to go outside of where the party was happening. He wanted me to go outside because apparently there'd be better lighting out there. No. So I didn't go, and I just said, oh, it's okay, I just want to stay here and not leave my friend. So then he went over to my friend and started talking to them for a while, but my friend could see I was very uncomfortable with this guy and how he was acting and stuff. So she, my phone's been in the background for God knows how long. My friend started talking to him, and she's not the kind of type that would be, oh, fuck off, or could you please leave, or feeling a bit uncomfortable. So she just started, like, none of us are that kind of type to tell someone to go away. So we were just kind of sitting there where this guy was like asking some like really personal questions and just being really, it just wasn't comfortable with him around, and he's asking some really uncomfortable questions and being this really uncomfortable altogether. And eventually he left, but he shook my friend's hand before leaving, saying, oh, you have a nice firm grip. And I'm just like, just kind of weird if you ask me. But yeah, so the guy left, and then my friend then told me like that she didn't feel comfortable with him around either, because I thought it was just me. And then she was saying, oh, I really didn't feel comfortable with him and like what he was doing and stuff. And I can't remember if he asked her for a picture or not. I'll have to ask, but I don't think he did. Well, granted, my friend wasn't cosplaying. My friend was just, they were cosplaying the day at the con, but at the after party they just wanted to not really cosplay anyone, so they were just sitting on their own. So that might be why he didn't ask for a photo, but who knows. Actually, another weird thing that happened at that con was, so like I said, we didn't get a hotel because the whole cancellation thing. So we were just gonna get the bus back. And on the bus back, we encountered this woman who got on, she wasn't on the bus when we got on, she came on like an hour after we'd been on the bus. And we were just really tired, and being at the after party, having the creepy guy, you know, we were just kind of, After a con, you just want to sleep, but we had to go to the after party, so we were like extra sleepy. So, we were sitting on the bus, and then this woman sits like across from us, and my friend sniffs a lot, because they have like, they always seem to have a cold. That's all I'm gonna say. And so they were sniffing and stuff, and I was sniffing because, I mean, we just had the giant snow, so we were all kind of like, you know, we all kind of had like some form of cold. She kind of just looked at us and was like, do you need a tissue? And not like, oh, do you need a tissue? No, like, do you need a fucking tissue, mate? That's exactly, plus we're in Scotland, so, I mean, it's not really a surprise she said it like that. But she was clearly drunk. Like, she was really drunk, and the person with her wasn't. I think he was just there to make sure she was okay, or maybe she was causing like a ruckus in the pub and he had to take her home. I wouldn't be surprised. We just politely said, no thank you, we're okay. She obviously said she can't stand people sniffing, and I was like, just move seats then. Because I mean, it was 1 o'clock at this point, and the bus was completely empty. She did not need to sit right next to us. And I don't know if she was picking on us because we were dressed up or what, but she was really mean. And if someone's mean to me and I haven't done anything back, I'm kind of just like, excuse me, bitch. And plus we were just really tired. I don't know, after I said move, I think I just put my headphones back on because I wasn't having it. And then my friend saw the woman, because I was sitting at the window and she was sitting like, so I'm at the window and my friend's here, and then the woman and whoever she's with are like here. So like, I mean, the gap in the buses are like that big, so we could see each other. Oh, my friend could see her. And then my friend saw her peering from the side and like taking pictures of us. And then we were just like, it's a bit rude. Like, I mean, we are in cosplay, it might be a bit weird. Like, I can't tell if she was taking pictures of us because we were dressed up, or we were being mean to her and she wanted proof of the people that were being mean to her. I don't know why she was taking pictures. My friend told me, and obviously this got me a bit uncomfortable, should we say, about like this random woman just taking pictures of us. And she was trying to start a fight with us, because I asked if she can please stop taking pictures, and then she started screaming at me like, oh, grow up, it's just a picture and stuff. And I'm just like, and then she was trying to start an argument, and then the person she was with was trying to calm her down, but she wasn't having any of it. So we just put our headphones back in again and kind of ignored her for the rest of the ride. And then when we were getting up, she got off at the same stop as us, and her seat's kind of more in front of ours than ours was of hers, so ours was like a little bit back, but we were still... If you've been on a stagecoach bus before, you know what I mean. And she wouldn't get up, and we were politely, like, she was standing with her bag, so she was standing in the gap, like digging through her bag or something, and we were politely waiting for her to move. And then it was like 5 minutes and like nobody was getting off the bus, and the bus driver was about to pull away to leave. So we tried to get past her, but then she moved as soon as I went in front of her, so like kind of pushed me into the other seat. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, and then just started like... And then she walked off the bus, and then so did we, and then that was it. But I don't know what was wrong with her. She was really drunk, so I don't know if her being drunk was the reason she was so bitchy to us, or if she'd been having a bad day, or if she's always like that. But I've never seen her again despite her getting off at the same stop as us. Plus I doubt she'd remember what we looked like because we were in cosplay, so. But yeah, it was, that con was, it was something. Maybe it was just bad luck, I don't know, but apart from that, the con was spectacular, as most cons are. But that's it for the video, and I hope you all enjoyed. And if you want to see more of these, because I have plenty of con horror stories, let's just say I have a whole book of things I can do videos on that involve cons, like con horror stories, creepy people at cons, that one cosplayer that deserves his own story because he was spectacular in a bad way, so he deserves his own little story. Obviously I'm not going to mention who he is, and I don't even know who he is, honestly. I just know what he was cosplaying, but I'm not going to mention what he was cosplaying just in case people find out who he is. Then I get fought because this guy terrified the living daylights out of me, and I don't want him to come for me and start stomping on me or something. But yeah, that's all for today's video. Hope you have a good time. Don't know when I'll be posting a video again because I don't have an upload schedule. But my thing's about to run out because I've been recording for almost half an hour, which is quite surprising. But yeah, so that's all for today's video, and I'll see y'all next time.